So, my man. So let me give you a very quick. I've already given you the kind of the intro, but I first followed you probably like a lot of people on Instagram for all the videos you're doing setting up the food truck.
Uh-huh.
And it was a really cool series, and you got a huge amount of like social media following the back of that. But I don't know nothing about your career before this. So can you give us the kind of very quick rundown of who Harun is and what you did before doing Ghost?
Bro, to be honest with you, it all started after I finished school. When I finished school, I knew I didn't want to go uni, so I jumped straight into cooking college or like professional cookery school, whatever you want to call it. Um, I was My course was for 3 years because I was performing so well. I only had to do 2 years. After that, I just went straight into the field. I used to work in like central London pubs, fine dining restaurants, certain seafood chains. I used to work for very well-known chefs and their businesses and like their hotels and this and that. I used to work in a fine dining French bistro. I spent a tiny bit of time with Michelin star chefs as well. So from the age of 16 all the way till 20, I was in and out of them kitchens, bro. Obviously, I would do something on the side as well. Sometimes, being a chef, it gets very overwhelming. So I'll take a couple months off and then I'll focus on a new hustle. But, being young, you don't think about consistency. So everything that I was doing was an inconsistent hustle. Yeah, it would make me money, but it would be over. So
So
I
what do you
was,
mean by hustle? What sort of are you on about kind of different business things
yeah,
or
like little things like buying and selling, bro.
okay.
Like just trying to make a bit of change on top of something. Like I was always trying to do something. It was always a part of my nature. I soon let go of that and matured a bit. And by last year November, I was at a law firm. I wasn't a lawyer. I was a chef for the law
Okay.
firm. We would do like bulk catering for the law firm every day, and I'm just deep in my life. Like I'm just there, like, oh. And also in the previous years, I've been telling people, look, I want to buy a food truck. I want to start my own business. I just didn't think I was ready, but by then I thought, you know what, I'm ready. When I would finish work, I would start from 7 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon, and everyone that I worked with would go home and relax and chill. Me, I would do my other little hustles and whatever I used to do back then, and I was just there thinking like, I, these lot like focus so much on their job and like they dedicate their life for this law firm, and I'm just here like I'm just trying to make my money and go home so I
Yeah.
can continue making money. And I was like, you know what? I think it's about time. And I had a little probation meeting with them, and they was like to me, yeah, we love you, like we need you. You're a very good chef. It's just like, you know, when it's time to go home, you're out of there, bro. I'm like, yeah, 100%, bro. I've got things to do. And he's like to me, well, you've got a choice to make. You either got to put 100% into what you're doing outside, or you put 100% into your work. And the law firm wouldn't even pay me that great. Like that was one of my lowest paying jobs. I only took it just to get myself back on track because I've been out of the field for so long.
When you talk about like all these hustles and stuff, without obviously getting into big detail, but is there like uh, a history in your family of like entrepreneurship and stuff? Do any of them own businesses? No.
Nah, not really, bro. Not really. It's just all me, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I come from I don't know what the best word to put it. I'm definitely not rich.
Yeah.
Uh, but my parents made sure that I had a house over my head and I was fed. Obviously, again, I don't come from a rich family, so when you can't afford certain things, that inner hustle comes out of you, and
Yeah.
that's why I've been hustling since 16. So when people think, oh, I'm just opening a business like it's a joke, it's not, bro. Like there's a lot that's been happening behind the scenes, but that's social media for you, innit?
Yeah, no, like I know from, as I said, I was following those videos from the get-go. And I've had my own restaurant business before, so I understand there's a huge amount of work in it. Um,
It's
when you
not for
look
the
at,
weak.
huh?
It's not for the weak.
No, man, far from it, far from it. It's and to get to the like you're competing with big players with massive marketing budgets and massive investments, but and you're trying to start, from the ground up. It's difficult. Where are you now? Because I know your initial thing was the whole food truck, right? But now you have, and a couple of guys are even asking questions here where you're located. Give me your current kind of setup.
How many? how many views have you got in this?
We don't have, well, they keep popping in and out, but there's loads of questions. We might get some at the end anyway. Someone said, congratulations and open the restaurant. Where are you, bro?
Oh, I can't even
Um,
see the comments, you
yeah,
know.
they're all flying in here. I'll go through some of them at the end, but people are wondering where you're located.
So I'm located on 159 High Street, IG62AJ, in an area called Barkingside. I'm located. So basically, what I do is I share
Yeah.
sushi hand roll. So
Okay.
Sushi Hand Roll is a franchise
Yeah.
of a sushi restaurant, and I've actually got to know the owner in the beginning of my food truck journey. He's seen the come up. He offered me a bit of his kitchen. I operate out of his shop. I sell my food in his shop as well. So we basically share it at the moment. Obviously, it's not free. I do have to pay a good amount
Of
of money to
course.
be there. But, it's definitely with my business, because I'm starting from the bottom, I try to keep things as low costing as possible because it's just one man. Uh, on top of that, like the business doesn't perform so well to the point where I can have multiple staff. It don't make sense right now.
Yeah.
But it's just about building it up, making them certain amount of days go into the bigger amounts. If you know what I mean. Like for example, I make X amount today, but I'll aim to make double next week.
Yeah. No, I get you. And in terms of, because I have no doubt, although you're doing a really good job, and I really commend what you're doing. I'm sure it's tough because it's so difficult for business out there at the moment. Never mind the startup. Is it something that I'm sure it's a big challenge and every day is hard for you, with the business. But is it something that you enjoy day to day,
Yeah,
or
well, bro, to be honest with you, it's my passion. Cooking's
yeah,
been my passion from young. Like, I wouldn't go college and work and this, and that. Like, there's a there's a little fire in me that keeps going, and I don't think it'll ever die out.
nice? Where do you see it going, Harun? So where do you see the business or yourself in the next couple of years?
Ghost Kitchen, the franchise.
Okay, go on. Talk to me about that.
Bro, to be honest with you, obviously, look, I'm just doing pop-ups right now. I'm renting, I'm sharing shops, I'm sharing places with certain businesses just to come up. But to be honest with you, bro, in a year's time, hopefully, if I can afford it, I'll definitely buy a shop, create my first shop, and once people start to see the success, they would want to franchise with me. Same, I don't know if you know about Fireway Pizza.
I do, yeah.
Fireway,
Great, huge
bro,
success.
Fireway grew crazy, and it's all through like connections and standing out and having that certain thing about them that can be followed by the most simplest person ever and be translated the way I would want it to be. So my menu right now, people will think it's complicated. The only complicated bit about it is probably the butchery, because obviously I buy joints of steak and I butcher them myself. If I could work around that, then this whole franchise thing wouldn't be that hard. To be honest with you.
Let me finish with two quick questions, and I really do appreciate your time here, and it's good to chat to you, man. First one is like, so someone that talks about in your position, like, first of all, for someone to do their own business, not everyone does their own business, right? There's a lot of people online, so I'd love to do this and that. I'm sure you get some comments, no, giving out or whatever, but it takes a certain character to actually go out there and start a business because it ain't easy. But then you seem to have a next level of ambition in terms of talking about like franchising, and that's pretty ambitious stuff.
Some big stuff, bro.
Yeah, tell me about your character. What is in your character that, because like I said, not everyone would have that level of ambition that you would have to even think that. Maybe some people would say it's craziness. I think it's ambition. Where does that come from, or what's top? Tell me about that.
Sorry, my bro. Someone just called me, so everything that you just said, I didn't even hear.
That's okay, man. So basically, what I said was you're talking about
Yeah,
franchising, right? And you're running your own business. There's people out there that takes a special character to actually think like that. Like, some people would say that's a bit crazy or it's naive. There'd be kind of haters saying, you've no chance, right?
yeah.
Whereas you have to have a level of ambition to actually think like that. So, like, what is it about your character? Like, are you very ambitious? Are you driven? What is it about your character that makes you believe that?
Yeah, you could say ambitious, but to be honest with you, bro, failure is not an option for me. Like, I have to do this. I have to make this work. I'm not gonna settle for less. I wouldn't work every day of my life. I wouldn't sacrifice so much stuff. I wouldn't invest X amount of money if I didn't know it was gonna go so far. More onto the whole character thing. I'm just very I think as well as ambitious, I think I'm confident in myself. I know
Yeah,
I've got a banging product. I know I've got good customer service. I know I've got, you know, great marketing skills. I'm a people's person. I know I don't have the best social battery, but when it comes to business, like I'm on like that. Like it's
yes,
serious. Like I wouldn't say yeah. I'm media trained as well. I know when, like, obviously, I've got a side to me that no one needs to know.
yeah,
I've got a side to me that everyone wants to know. And on top of that, it's like there's so many personalities to me. It's crazy, bro.
yeah,
Like people only know ghosts online. Like people in my local area know Harun.
yeah.
Like there's so much to it, bro. Like
There's again, we don't know each other. We just chat here, but I've because of following you on social media and now from having a chat here and even through the DMs, there's a realness to you that a lot of like, for example, I didn't send you a list of questions like beforehand, like I do to a lot of people. A lot of people like to know exactly what we're talking about. You're just kind of rolling with it, and you get that through the social media. There's like a real honesty to you. Would that be fair to say, or
100%, bro. There's nothing to
yeah,
lie about here, man.
yeah,
Everything I do is real. Everything's from the heart. You know, you can keep asking me questions, bro. I've got time for
yeah,
you, like 5, 10 more minutes. Like, bro, you
good.
can hit me with random questions, bro. I'll just be honest with you. Like,
Well, all right. Well, tell me this then, right? Because, and I'll be honest with you. So I like your stuff, and the food looks bang and all that. Um, you have clearly have an entrepreneurial spirit and all these good things. What are the negative aspects? Because if I'm looking at your business without doing a deep dive, and you say you want a franchise, like you're not a Leon, right? You're like, let's say a Leon, or I don't know, name any of the big franchises in London. Like Ghost isn't. It's not. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not this incredibly structured business that's just ready to scale across the UK. That's my own opinion from looking at it. So what are you lacking business wise?
money,
Money. Okay.
money. If I had money, like I'm talking 6 figures
Yeah.
plus. If there was 6 figures in my bank account right now, bro, that would go straight into a shop.
Wow. Okay.
Get my own shop. Obviously, me, I'm starting in the 5 figure region.
Yeah.
So you have to make the 5 figures first, then jump onto the 6 figures. Once you make your first 10, 20, the other 80 will be easy
Yeah.
because you're in the cycle.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry about that.
All good. All good.
Uh, so I'm just thinking, yeah, the only negative for me is just financial, bro. I've got the heart, I've got the willpower.
Yeah.
I'll keep going in there. I'm here every day, B. Like, I obviously look, on top of that, my location right now is on my local high street. I
Yeah.
live here.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
there's much more to this business. Like, I'm the person around here that everyone knows. You know, I walk down the high street. I can't walk down the high street in peace because I'll see
Yeah.
someone. I'll say hello. I'll chat to them. Blah blah blah. Like, I grew up here. My whole 21 years of life was here. So, you know, people see me come up from the chef, the guy who would have a connection to something, or like for example, let's say you just needed something,
Yeah.
I might be able to help you out.
Okay.
I might know someone, I might know a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
I was that person, and now he's got a food business. And see, I'm not here to big myself up and that, but I know I'm the golden child around here, if that makes sense.
I love it.
Uh, not on no cocky one though. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people my age ain't on what I'm on, so you know, and I don't know whether I inspire them or they're jealous, but that's a factor as
Well,
well.
let me follow up there on that one. So, if someone came to you and said, "Look, Haroon, I want to open up my own food business, my dream, my passion," what advice would you give them? What one bit of advice?
One bit of advice I would give is find your niche and be consistent. So find whatever you specialize in and just focus on that, and just don't give up. Keep going. It's not gonna happen overnight, bro. I'm not even making crazy money right now,
Yeah.
but you know I will.
Mm.
It just takes timing. You know, my business runs on word of mouth and social media. Those are things I need to work.
Tell me about social media. I'm looking at all the comments here coming through and all the people joining. I do these lives all the time, even with people similar following as you, and it never has as much engagement I've never had as much engagement as I have here.
Bro, I
It's
don't even know what the comments are saying. Do you mind telling me?
uh,
Just
uh
just go through most of them.
I can't read them all out, my man. I can't lie because
Why?
some of them because this is going on YouTube, so I don't really want it to get taken down. Someone said,
Are they
for
saying the bad
example,
thing?
well, some people are saying a mad thing. This guy said, "Would you not say the food truck failed?" There's all sorts of weird
Yeah,
questions.
man. I definitely would say the food truck idea did fail. It's not entirely my fault. I just couldn't find a location. But you know what? I'm 100 times better where I am right now,
Yeah,
rather than a food truck. I've got my own kitchen. You know, the goal was to make a food truck bang so I can get a
of
kitchen. I've
course, yeah,
fast
a
forward it.
stepping stone.
People are not gonna see that
No,
though. You
no.
know, people are gonna think, oh, he's failed. Ha ha ha. It's what
La-
it is, man.
Last one, Harun, man. I'll let you go. I appreciate your time. Uh, you've already kind of answered this, but where will you be so in 12 months' time? Will you be in the same place or
Bro, to be honest with you, I'm really hoping I'm gonna have my shop in a year,
okay?
or even nearer. I don't know how,
Yeah,
because that's a lot of money, but
in London,
in London, definitely. I'm hoping to be in the same area. Who knows? Maybe I'll find an investor that will make sense to me.
deadly, deadly. Look, man, it was great to chat to you. You're a cool guy. You're
I
very very
appreciate your time, my bro. It means a lot in it. Thank you for your time.
no bother. It's good to connect. I come over to London all the time, every year, so I'll definitely try to check out your spot.
For sure, bro. You know, before you lock this
Yeah,
off here, do me a favor, please.
yeah,
I beg you, screenshot all the comments
yeah.
and send them to me if you don't mind. I'm
Okay,
very
well,
intrigued in it because this whole live stream has been
yeah.
saying 2 viewers, and I know it hasn't been two
No,
viewers.
no. See, at the moment we have 20 viewers watching currently, right? But that's
Mm.
only 21 now. That's only what's currently watching. But there's been hundreds of people coming in and out throughout the last 20 minutes. Um, yeah, I'll screenshot them. I've been watching Ghost from the Jump. Big inspiration, someone said just there. So yeah, no
Thanks, my
bother,
bro.
bro. My man, it's good to chat to you. We'll chat to you soon.
I appreciate your time. Have a lovely day, my bro.
Take
Yeah.
care, buddy. Bye bye.
Take care.